Hello and welcome back. I'm Besker Hawk. You can call me Hawk. You can call me Trent. And yes, that is correct. We're going to be taking a break in about a week. There'll be no normal streams going on at all, as I'll be taking a, I don't know, much needed, moderately okay needed break from streams and most social media and other things. But right now, we're going to be slowly eking our way out of the Porquero.
Hello.
Why, hello. How are you, soldier?
Good, good. How are you?
I am good. I am leaving for a trip in a week, and I have nothing packed, and I have a bunch of stuff to do this week.
May God be with you.
And also with you.
I've been there. I know how it feels.
I'm just looking at the. Alright. They still have people in here? No. Alright.
Let me put it this way. Last time I went to Germany before the Rona, the night before we left, it was very much like that scene in Home Alone 1 when they overslept.
Oh
Yeah.
Yep. This is an American server. Your ping might be slightly affected. Probably it's going to be about in the hundreds.
That shouldn't be too bad. Worked that last time.
Yeah. For me, I generally don't pack a lot. I rewear certain clothes and stuff. I bring one set of pants and a spare. That's generally how I roll with it.
Oh, same. Just like more like if it's Germany in the mountains, more tactical gear, let's say, like my combat boots and stuff, and the boots for the snow.
Yeah, like I generally wear my normal my steel-toed boots for winter and everything else, except in winter I will switch over to like a waterproof like knee-high boot. Other than that, it's like I wear the same stuff all year round: hoodies, t-shirts, my army coat.
Oh, same.
It's like
I have my certain set of t-shirts that I wear in a week.
Oh, we're loading in.
Oh, I'm already in.
This desert is ours.
Ironic again.
Here we are the
Oh, it's only 95. That isn't too bad.
Oh yeah, that's well within a good
Yep.
a good thing. Yeah.
Got a new game yesterday too.
Ooh, what?
No Man's Sky.
Ah, I've considered getting that because it's been on sale a lot recently.
Oh, I know, it was 50% off, and I have to say, totally worth it. We have a hacker.
Oh great, that's why there's no but okay.
Yep, hacker.
That's why there was 4 people off. All right, we're gonna go find something else. I ain't got time for that today. So I'm trying to.
Yeah. They made it first person and stuff, and it's been good fun. Put you in the system, and everything you discover in there is cataloged under your name. That you are the first one to discover those things,
Nice.
plants, and animals. And you can adopt animals, and you can have your own mech suit. Apparently, you can build your own bases.
I'll consider it because I was around when it first came out, and it was an absolute disaster because they promised you.
Oh, I know.
They promised you a lot and didn't deliver, but it seems like over the last couple of updates, they have delivered. Ugh.
Indeed, that's why I took the plunge, and I was just checking stuff around in my beach, and suddenly a giant sandworm jumped out and jumped over my base. It was pretty cool.
Nice. I found another one. Hopefully there's some time. It's one of the smaller ones, so it'll definitely help for like your shotgun challenges. Just something to get us warmed up and not hacked, as I just get zeroed with a carbine.
I like how ironically it is, it's the same map.
Right?
Yep.
It seemed like all the American maps, which were the only ones available that were not in like Hong Kong or Japan, were all Sinai maps.
Want to know something very ironic?
Hmm.
All the shotgun challenges are done.
Yeah.
But I still have the Automatico, so...
Yeah, I gotta get the headshot ones, and I gotta get the working currently on the Subslaughter optical.
Ah, nice. That's a very good one.
There's a lot of games there for challenges that are just get a certain number of kills with the gun, not in a round, just a certain number of kills, and that's like a lot of the ones that I have available. It's like, you know what, I should work on those. I got like 4 guns I could unlock for medic, and I just had to kill people with them. Yeah, I'm slowly easing up on my streaming starting this week, so it's not like a full-on abrupt, alright, bye, I'm not here anymore. That, and I don't overload my ability to export them to the YouTubes.
And where's the trip heading towards, if I may ask?
I am going to just a state over to Iowa for a religious convention slash vacation.
Ah, nice.
Think Comic-Con, but like half as fun and with more Bible stuff.
I used to do Comic-Con every year as cosplayer.
Yeah,
Sadly with the Rona that didn't happen anymore.
yeah, that is unfortunate.
At
This,
the same was always good fun though. I'm not great in crowds, but it's fun when kids come up to you and ask, oh, can I take a picture with you? Just because they like your cosplay and stuff.
yeah.
Fun.
The
More awkward when the grown-ups ask it though. Oh, can I hold your gun and stuff? And I was
Please
like,
no.
oh, okay.
You're gonna get knifed. What else was there? Yeah, generally when I go to these places, it's good fun. I've met a lot of my online friends. A lot of my first online friends there. Like my best friend, I met him at one of these conventions. I met several other people who made connections that led to me knowing a lot more people. It's good. It's an extension of a culture that I'm super used to and is not very common elsewhere. Oh no. So it's nice to finally get back to a place where people will make, understand some of the references that I make a little bit more than, say, here. It's like, I make my World War II references, you get them, and it's only more for the more obscure religious stuff that happens at this place. So that's nice for me.
Yeah, I
at
guess
least.
what you mean.
Oh, damn. Other than that, it's just like, it's a break from everything. The place is usually pretty... This place is laid back. I'm less likely to be irritated by something. The other ones, oh my god, have I been to some where it's just like, how and why is this a thing? Lovely place, out in the middle of nowhere like my home. There's actually a really cool building there that I wasn't allowed to go into last year, but it was open 2 or 3 years before. It is a barn that is circular and is set up in the top to naturally amplify the voice of whoever's in the middle of it. So you could have a nature's microphone, I guess, and it's kind of cool.
Ah, nice.
Absolutely amazing amount of woodwork into that. You look up and there's just these intricately placed.
He's in the building behind you. There. Oh, I'm reloading, damn it! Well, if you're interested, I can send you the video I checked from No Man's Sky with all the things he added in that you can do now, all the new stuff.
Okay. I might
Felt
consider.
you make it up amount?
I was looking.
Mind, sorry.
That's okay. I'll probably get it eventually, but I'm just looking at all the other games I want to try. I'm looking at the SSD that I have most of my games on. It's starting to fill up. It's got only like 400 gigs left, and that's like 4 games.
Good news then. If I thought No Man's Sky has got to be 50 gigabytes something, it was only 10 gigabytes.
Oh wow, no, that might help me decide even faster because
I
I-
know it wasn't big at all. It's only 10 gigabytes.
yeah, okay, I'll consider it. I'm gonna get paid soon-ish, and I got some other stuff I want to purchase for in-game apps. So it's like more along the lines of I thought Payday 2 would be a small one, but it's almost 100 gigs because of all the different guns and stuff that go on in there. I'm just like, what? It looks like a super simplistic game. And that's just on that's just on the Steam ones. I haven't checked anyone's on my Epic Games launcher.
I ran some more on War Thunder and got the second Stuki unlock. What kind of a beast is that bounced off shells like nobody's business? That.
The 105?
The 42G.
42G. What's the cannon? I memorized them by the guns.
The 75. The first big cannon you get on it. First you have the first two with the small 75.
Oh, the extended.
The one after that. Yeah, with the armored skirt on it.
The enemy is in
Ah,
the lead.
okay. Oh, that one, yeah. Is the shell, you only get high explosives with that one. To start off with.
Yeah, and then you get these, and those really penetrate all the armor.
Our team is in the lead.
Oh, you mean the extra high explosives? Yeah.
Yeah. Impressed by that. I got surrounded by 5 guys. They all attack from the front, all shooting. Bounce. I was impressed by that. Didn't expect that.
Yeah, the Stug 105,
in the lead.
or no, Stug 75. They are a bit of a bitch to handle when you don't know what you're doing. But the other interesting part is, if you like that, the Sherman 105 is going to be right up your alley.
And I have to say too, the one that you can get from the Battle Bass now, the half truck with the Pack 40 on it, pretty decent as well.
Interesting.
It has decent speed, and it also is the Pack 40 cannon on it, so.
Feeling distracted.
Melee.
I heard
And it has a
that.
North Korean flag on it.
Our side is in the lead.
I'm just looking. I see you come up there. I just hear this wet splut. It's like, yep, you got him. Yeah. I was looking at squad. Squad's about 50 as well, but I expect that because they have a lot of the weapons and nitty gritty stuff like I'll Let Loose and Postscriptum have, but with modern weapons, so that's going to take a little bit more.
Yeah,
Stuff.
of course. More attachments and stuff, lasers, and
And there's a bunch of mods and
Long
stuff
list.
for French. I think somebody's even working on a Belgian armed forces one, which I thought you'd be highly interested in. I know they're working on a mod for it for Vietnam, which I'm absolutely like, yes. I would
yeah, I
love to
don't
get
get too many when I play as Belgium. Except that for done game on Epic,
that. Yeah,
then you can actually play as the Belgium army,
I have
which is pretty rare.
the Verdun Epic Games one. I tried it myself. I was very confused by it. Of course, I really didn't listen to the tutorial, but it looks like one of those games that'd be a lot of fun with friends.
Indeed, we should join forces on that sometimes, because I have played the mode that you get wave upon wave of enemy,
Hmm.
and it's a good practice one that you can do on that. Get the feel of the guns, the mechanics.
Yeah. My only gripe on that whole thing is that you can't lean.
Ah, yes.
It bothers me a little bit. I've been spoiled by Beyond the Wire.
I know, I hate the macho that you can't crouch run too.
Yeah.
That's also spoiled from Halatus.
There's just certain things I think should be able to be done in a FPS game that are generally not. the crouch running and the leaning being most of it, because then you'll just get COD people running around. Oh, I can't lean. It's like, bro, there's this perfectly good concrete wall right next to me, and you're telling me I can't use that to stop bullets?
Yep. Imagine using cover. Ooh.
Yeah.
The blasphemy.
I love how you can just see. I was actually talking about this with my parents,
The
of all
enemies have
people.
struck first.
That you can see when someone came from console to PC gaming on Siege, just how they kind of just float everywhere. They work in 4 directions. They don't lean. They don't really do much of anything, and they're kind of a little slower on the aiming. It's interesting, to say the least.
Oh yeah, and tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I should have my PS5.
Ooh, nice.
Speaking of console,
Very nice.
yep, I'm able to buy it over for like only 50 euros more than it's in the store from somebody I know, and that's because there's a game already with it too. So
That's
I'm
not
pretty
too
lucky
bad.
with that.
Yeah.
Yep. They're still pretty out of stock,
Yeah.
even a year after launch. That's saying something.
Oh, behind.
The
I
enemy is in the
would
lead.
try to get back into console gaming, but I've just sunk so much into PC. I do so much stuff with PC. I actually don't have a TV to be able to use it anymore. So it's like, ugh.
For me, it's pretty simple. Just for the exclusives, like the new Spider-Man's coming out, to play
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima on PS5. Oh, the new God of War that's coming out, Ragnarok.
Oh, that's what I need to do.
That's why I want a PS5. Oh fuck, I'm out of ammo.
Enemy team is in the lead.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh hell.
that's what I really
an
need to
18.
download is Horizon Zero Dawn, because I hear that is just an
Oh.
amazing game.
I've played that, such a beautiful game.
That's definitely something I'm gonna get
Their side is in
after
the
we
lead.
finally upgrade our internet, and hopefully I can stream at a much clearer
Yep.
resolution. Because one of the things that I felt really bad for, like Metro Exodus, is like it's such a beautiful game, and I know that the
Oh yeah.
the stuff that I'm putting out really doesn't do it justice. And it's like,
Especially when they put the enhanced edition out and you can see all the little details in the background and on the guns. Oh,
I
just like-
tried running Enhanced Edition. My PC couldn't run it, so I spent like a day or
Aw.
two downloading this thing, and then just had to uninstall it and install the normal one. It's like, oh, son of a bitch.
I know that pain. It's been too long since I have the PC, so.
Yeah, for the most part, I'm just happy I can play games.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Oh, I remember when I was using my small tower before, I would get like 15, maybe 20 FPS with a very small graphics card on Siege, and I was happy. I was sitting at 28 frames a second. Now I'm getting something along the lines of 100 or so. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. What?
And also, when you have the cursed monitor like I have, it really helps when you play FPSs. It's weird to describe, but
It's a little bit more natural feeling.
Yeah, because they're the same shape as your eye, so to speak.
I need to get another. Actually, I need to get a
Their side is in the
mount,
lead.
and I need to get a third monitor, so that I can have like stream over here, messages on another side, other things that I
Return to the
need
combat
to
area.
keep an eye on, and then the main game.
Ah, see, that's where you are in the advantage. I only have room enough to put one monitor. In principle, I can put the laptop next to me and watch that, but
The enemy
Uh,
is in
it's
the lead.
exactly handy.
One of my friends, for the longest time, before I understood why he needed to have 2 to 3 monitors, he had a monitor set up so that they were set above each other. I don't know if you have vertical room. If not, horizontal.
No, it's because on my desk it's closed on the top. There's where my Bismarck's sitting.
Okay, okay. I know one of my friends.
That's why
He's got
I-
three. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I also besides have like little cabinets where I can put in stuff. Let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only a big spot in the middle that there's room for the monitor. Otherwise, I could have gotten a way bigger one. But
Yeah.
not that this one is bad, but
Yeah.
far from it.
There's benefits to that because most of the time I actually have my desk is an old folding table, so there's like a half of an inch of a lip, and so things that require me to latch things onto it, like my mic, have to be very very narrow, and it barely has enough room for my microphone. So.
Mine's a good one from IKEA.
Halfway
IKEA.
there. We need
So
to
many
push
American
harder.
jokes about it, with all the extremely hard to pronounce names for the Americans.
Oh. Well, see what you want. You have good stuff.
They
Something
do
that
have
you
good
can
stuff.
put together, and also can put our break back down. Very good. I've experienced enough in the past from other stuff that you put it together, but if you want to take it apart,
There's a
bring
break
the
it.
hammer.
Mm,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah. I like how we're only about 40 milliseconds of ping different.
That's the one I can. Also, usually when we load into an American server, I don't get what I get loaded in first from Europe.
You either might have a more stable connection than I do, or my PC is set up a little bit inefficiently. Oh, the big pain in my ass this week has been just my internet's randomly just been turning off, and it says I have internet on all my things, but it's just no internet there for like 5 minutes, and then it reconnects. It's like I need this for work. I was doing that yesterday because I was working on a last article before I head off, and it's just like, you're not connected to the internet. Excuse me, what? I'm doing this on a digital form. I need the internet. Mm. I hope one of the larger servers is going to be open soon.
Yep. I have to say though, that's good for the automatical and stuff, since very close quarters.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but for me, Battlefield is 32
Yeah, the
versus
grand.
32.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's gotta be 46 against 46 in the new
enemies
one.
have almost won.
Oh man.
128 servers.
Uh,
128 people on the server, I mean. English.
well, yeah. Well, that's more of a contextual clue that would have a problem with that. That is legitimately one of the more annoying aspects of English. Whereas, like, everything can be, the sentence is completely grammatically correct. However, if depending on the context, it means something exactly opposite. Excuse me,
Another
how?
one. Grenade.
I love when it says spawn on ally, and then it just doesn't do it. Just randomly throw a fire grenade and get somebody. Nice. I think this is a long recoil system. I was watching a video on, I think, this particular shotgun, And it's like the entire barrel and the chamber recoil backwards in order for it to work. It's like, well, that's really neat. Sounds like a pain in the ass, but it's really neat. Oh. Hmm. Oh.
Ah, close one.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't get why people get so, like, irritated about different play styles. It's like, everyone plays something differently. That's why there are so many different classes and, like, really well thought out games.
Indeed, that's why not everybody's walking around with the same kit.
Yeah, it's like, you can't... It's really interesting to look to see how games like Dungeons and Dragons really set things up for modern, even just modern video games, because they had multiple different skill sets and multiple different progressions and allowances for how people play things differently. Then there was like a bunch of other games that came out of it that are amazing. They really are. But then there's the problem that they are made in a time when you had hours and hours and hours to play them with your friends in person with pen and paper, and it's just like, oh my god, that is a lot of stuff to try to transfer either online or what's it called, or a lot of like back end work, since you're essentially doing all the game engine stuff by hand and parceling it out. There's one game I really do want to try. It's called Space Opera, and there's like 17 different books. And they recommend that each player that you have for the game, ranging from 6 to 10, have 3 characters apiece, if not more. So you can do different storylines and different...
The enemies have struck first.
How? Okay. And it's like the super nitty gritty detail about all of it. I'm like, oh my god. And I have a lot of players who have multiple characters for like D&D, but they're talking about, yeah, make sure you don't even have to have them be in the same generation. You can have characters that are your characters' kids or grandkids. And I'm like, what? I don't want to be jumping around from time stream to time stream to remember what's going on in each of these things. I've done that. It's not as fun as people make it out to be. Ooh, how can I fit them? Yeah, that makes sense. They're on the roof.
There we go. That's one out on the roof. Oh, only 9 more kills.
Nice.
Our side is in the lead.
Ah.
Our team is in the lead.
I got him half down with a pistol. At range. Oh, man. That's one problem with getting a haircut. My nose itches. Like, really bad.
Aha! Got spawned in front of an enemy and I still won.
Nice.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, at that point, there's certain times where it's like I get killed. I've missed like every single shot. I've hit nothing. They've danced around, and then they managed to get a kill on me. It's like, you know what? Good on you, man. I duffed that so hard. You deserve that. Then there's the opposite ones where they have so many opportunities to kill me and don't, and then they just get killed. It's like, yep, that was meant to be.
God.
And he's running pretty fast. Supposedly our medic is cheating.
Come on, 4 more. Oh, that's fair. Plus 2 health.
That's 40 some.
Halfway there. Keep it up.
Ugh. Oof, 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 oof. Hopefully it'll be a nice, quiet day in chat today. Don't have to do 10 Twitch reports for things.
Ah, yes. Ah, shite.
I want to try Insurgency Sandstorm because I've had it for a while and I really want to play it. But I played the original Insurgency, it's just okay. And if it's just like more of that, I don't know what I think about it. Ooh, come on, man. You get so salty over like shotguns too. It's like, oh, it's so overpowered. It's a shotgun.
What the fuck?
What happened?
Building block, couldn't see anything. And yet I was in the middle of all that, and that didn't hurt me. Ironically. No wearing a helmet, but that has its limits.
The French ministry. They did a test comparing modern safety equipment to Great
Our
War
side is
helmets,
in the
and the Great
lead.
War helmets provided much better top-down protection from blows from above the head, which I found very interesting.
Yep.
Okay. I think I'll dip out of this server after this match. See if we can find another one. Give them time to open up.
Okay. Sounds good.
That and if
We have
Bernard,
almost won.
Bernald, or whatever the hell his name is hacking, I really don't want to be in the same place as that.
So surprised that the thing is so equal though from kills, so I wouldn't be surprised if they had one on their side too.
Yeah. It's even more sad when like the higher level ones seem to be hacking as well.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're hacking. Like it seems like everyone's hacking. So
Still don't understand the fun for us from it.
yeah, I don't get it either.
Our side is
There's a
in the
difference
lead.
between trying to get every advantage possible. It's like, oh, you're cheating in a life and death fight in real life. It's like I don't really care at that point, but this is a game. I'm here for fun.
The enemy is in the lead.
Come on, one more kill. Ah, damn it. Oh, out of the way, useless teammate. There we go! And the
Nice.
machine pistol is unlocked.
Nice.
If I remember that's right, that has a recoil of a motherfucker.
Well.
There we go. Scratch one assignment.
I'm
Gonna save
tempted
me a lot of
to.
pain.
I'm tempted to buy one of the upgrade kits or shortcut kits because it's like, oh, you need to be level 10 with a vehicle in order to get this. It's like I don't get vehicles at all.
Oh, yeah, indeed. I wouldn't mind those too, especially flames and stuff like. Ooh, no. Ooh.
Yeah, it's like, oh, and they're not really all that expensive either. It's like 150 war bonds. It's like, oh.
Oh yeah, we're backing out, right?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, let's see the score first. Did we get anything? No, we got second back. Oh yeah. Hacker was in our squad, right?
There's a conquest. All right, let's see if there's a dice official U.S. Let's see if there's any hackers in here because there seems to be more than 2 spots open. So either they're on a really crappy map, or we're getting really lucky, or there's a flying machine gun. My guess is the
Lucky.
flying machine gun.
Light some candles for good luck.
Mm. You got 3 like D&D games this week to get ready for not being here next week. Oh no.
That sounds like a pretty tall order.
It is. It's about 2 to 3 hours a piece. I'm not running all of them, thank God. I'm only running one of them. But either way, that's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Got this car. Handles like a tube.
On
Oh!
Beach Drive.
Oh, I found there's a game that has a minimum of 20 to 1,000 hours in order to play it. And it's called North Africa. It's a board game that mimics the North African campaign.
Ah, duck. Deutsches Afrika-Korps.
Yeah. And the only reason why it has so many people required to play in it is because it is literally so nitty-gritty. It gets down to unit identification and a few other things. Oh, they're coming in. Scout car. Unit identification, the actual planes and tanks and
We have taken objective butter.
weapons that each of them had, and they'd go, and each round is one of the days during the African campaign. It's like, oh, soldiers gonna love that. Except it's a in-person board game, and it takes 1,000 hours to play. with like a
Yeah.
10-foot map.
So one of those, like for Alien ones too, looks fun, but you have to be in the same room.
Yeah. Alright, so far nothing
so
nothing too questionable. It'd be hilarious if I could just set down some mines and then like bait somebody into driving at me. I don't know where this man's taking me, but I have a machine gun. Riding a car for 5 minutes. Nice. Oh no.
We are losing objective Charlie.
At least by the time you get back, I should have my tigers unlocked, so...
Nice, nice. I'll probably still be in like Discord and stuff, as much as I am already. Just, I'm not going to be streaming, and I'm going to be avoiding more
lost
social media
objective
than I
Charlie.
avoid already. It's a nice one.
Uh,
I thought more would go through him.
We have taken objective Edward.
it's already pretty much a rarity for me, social media. Never a big fan of it.
Yeah, you're lucky. I only on it for like work and friends and stuff because middle of nowhere, literally 15 minutes to town by car. Yeah, it's just yes. What shall I do with my time?
The only thing what I do on social media is just check notifications. That's about it.
That's about what I do now these days as well. But that's mostly because I don't want to be banned off of them as much as I used to be. That and I can find adorable pictures of animals.
Yes. Oh yeah, and the memes.
Memes.
Also?
Yeah.
Also the other one, the other day of the first winners of the Tour de France. You can see some different tanks.
That was not the answer they were looking for, although I'm right.
We have taken objective Duff.
Not doing too bad. I really should be getting those light machine guns up so I can try to shoot down one of the planes for that challenge.
Ah, yes indeed.
It's not every day we get
We
a
have lost objective
map that has
Edward.
planes on it. Not that we would want to.
That's actually one of the few things Monte Grappa's very good for, because you're already pretty high up, so you're usually fly pretty good. And also the American Brownie 1917, the one with 250 bullets, is it good for that?
Yeah, yeah, with the chain, not chain, the
Yeah.
actual belt fed. Or the Burton, I guess, because of those weird ass incendiary rounds.
So freaking traumatized by that they first expect you to do it with a Madsen. Ugh.
Yeah.
The other
Oh, yeah.
side of this wall.
Oh! I thought I unlocked something important. I just got to level 13 of infantry. Oh! They have an artillery truck on the other side of the buildings toward their spawn.
Oh, you fucker! Ran in the open to revive them, and then he
We
skipped.
have lost objective Charlie.
That's kind of a dick move.
Yep. Damn it! One more tick ass in the building. I like the 1906 though. Self-slaughter.
Yeah. It's
Not that
it
many
really is.
people love it.
I tried the sub slaughter for the one thing I was supposed to be doing for it, and
We are losing
it's
objective
nice.
Edward.
It feels very powerful, but very more controllable than I thought it would be. Which, to be honest, I probably should be using on this map.
Careful though. Do you mean the 1916 or the 1906?
Let me check it.
Because the 1906 is the level 10 medic gun that you get.
I have the 1916.
Ah, yeah, I'm talking about the 1906. Only 5 shots, but very rewarding when you're very accurate. And
Yeah.
also the loading system, basically on the back, it's the top of a Luger pistol.
No. Oh, that's that one of those toggle locks.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Someone ran into one of my mines.
Nice.
They'll learn to watch where they're going.
He will mind his own business.
Yes, he will. To be honest, I'm probably going to be using the 1906 with the 5 shots because I almost always reload after a couple of shots anyway.
Oh yeah, same. You would do that with machine guns.
Ugh. You probably shouldn't.
I know, but it's just a reflex.
Oh. With like lever actions, pump actions, shotguns, and 5-rounded weapons, it's a good option. It's a good practice. Keep it all nice and topped off. Oh, that was so bad. So bad. Boop, boop, boop. This one needs 50 kills.
I sense a Zeppelin incoming.
Yeah. There's the factory. That's the factory. And that's the trench. That's the, okay, so those three need the trench, the storm, and the factory. So let's use the factory one. What? Oh, he had 9 hit points left. That sucks.
Halfway there, we have the upper hand.
Oh yeah, and this time when I got off Rust, I'm in a secured location.
Nice, nice, nice.
The underwater base we explored.
That's not a secure location.
Oh.
No, the stuff will spawn in there, and they can kill you, and they probably will. A secure location is going to be outpost, bandit, or bandit camp, outpost, or your own base.
Objective done.
Okay.
I feel like
Guess
I
we'll
have
see.
I feel like I have failed in some way by not informing you of this, and I'm sorry.
Well, we'll see if I'm alive next time. At least I'm in the section where you come in, so...
Possibly safe. I've
I'm
had
not-
people shoot me from there.
Oh well. Guess
Yeah.
we'll see next time.
Let's put it this way: it's really easy to get stuff back on that.
Oh yeah, indeed. So that's the thing.
Excuse me.
Pleasure.
I hear a vehicle. I don't think it's ours. Ooh, yes. Come back again.
A lot of times some people get overly surprised when you shoot them through a wooden surface.
Yeah. There's in Phantom Forces on Roblox. There are some kids who get super upset when you shoot through like plywood or something, or even certain metal things, because it's like, he's hacking! It's like, there's bullet penetration in this game.
No, that's how I got accused of hacking once on this when I shot somebody through the wood of the train car. Because I could already see them because they were pinged.
I've been kicked for wall bangs. I was shooting through a thing just in case, you know, somebody might be there. I get a hit register. It's like, okay, I just start flipping away at that. He dies, and then I get accused of hacks. It's like, I knew someone was over there. I try to find where it is. I get a hit registry mark. What do you want me to do? I think it's just safe to assume that every single sight on any of these guns is about twice what it should be. Or
Yes.
twice the size. So I'm looking like, this isn't too bad of a post. Something must be wrong with this. They probably were these absolutely unusable peep sites.
We have taken objective Freddy.
Oh.
Of course, the stupid flame again.
His name is Cocksucker. Okay.
Like our fucking tank is just waiting outside the point.
Oh, I got the horseman. Ah.
We have lost objective butter.
How though? Oh yes. Oh
We have taken
yes.
objective Charlie.
Oh, there's 2 tanks there. Nice. Conspicuous.
We have taken objective Edward.
Ah.
Damn it.
We have taken objective Duff.
Have we really been beating them that bad that they're gonna get a Zeppelin? 'Cause I don't feel like we've been beating them that bad.
Indeed, same.
Alright, time to get the AA rocket gun out.
Of course, a fucker from the side would have had that other bastard. Otherwise,
Hey, somebody hit one of my AT mines.
An enemy airship has arrived.
and I'm shooting the airship with the gun from the bomber.
Where'd that light tank come from? It fired super quietly too. Oh, it broke too soon. Alright. There you go. Tank
We have
can give
lost
it. Wait.
objective Edward.
Oh. We have a tank in Guer. Nice. Do, do, do. Do, do. Do, do.
I think there's Zeppelin. Come on.
We have taken objective
It's like,
butter.
we don't have any like anti-aircraft guns around here very often, I don't think.
Yeah,
We have
or you
lost
have to
objective
spawn in
Charlie.
an anti-aircraft gun. Anti-aircraft
frickin'
truck.
heck.
I've done that before. When they were on Ballroom Blitz, I just started on the spawn and I could, at the perfect sight on there, just keep shooting and shooting till the Zeppelin went down.
This one's busted. So if I can get killed, I can come back. Oh! Oh! Can I use the cannon? No! Wait, maybe. Dang. It was a perfect shot on it though.
Okay, I'm gone. And I landed on the Zeppelin and that killed me, for fuck's sakes. That's so stupid.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. Alright. I need.
Of course, no vehicles are available off lane.
Munition, greif zu!
Of course,
We have
the
lost
fucking
objective
anti-aircraft guns are broken.
I'm fixing
Ah, you're
mine.
fixing it, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, he's turning in.
Oh, I got somebody on there. Good, we have somebody on the. Sure.
We have lost objective Duff.
I think our current goal right now is just to get that thing out of the sky.
Yep.
Not too bad. I mean, it just started taking a lot of hits after we decided we were going to end it.
Do you have a limpet charge by any chance?
I do not have one equipped on this class.
Ah, shame.
Why? I can
I
get
can
one.
see a building with 2 snipers hiding in it.
I can equip one real quick. Let's improvise.
Oh, never mind. They shot me.
Oh, it's going
At
down.
least they're peeking out. Now I can hit them. Oh, nice. It's always so cool to see them go down, though, those saplings.
Yeah. Why is everyone spawning underneath it?
Enjoy the show. Ah. Awesome.
It's like a giant danger hot dog. Oh, that's what I should put up. I should put more mines.
Jesus Christ. Oh, there's a light tank there. That's why so many people were falling that there. Oh, I need to take feedback though. Something else. Nice try.
Yes. Ah. Not even mad.
Like how we can't even spawn in one single tank, but don't have any tanks on the map, but yet none one is available to spawn in.
Alright.
Calling some bullshit on that.
We are winning.
It doesn't feel like it.
Nope.
Oh, there's the light tank. Oh, hi. Come on, man. Let's go in, and you know what? Screw it. Horse time.
You fucking stupid bastard. Was right on him and he skipped the spawn. Could have used that.
Rüber, der Kurs ist fair! Lauf! Höher, vorwärts!
I'm sorry. That seemed a
And
little.
still nothing else captured.
That light tank, I think, is a little suspect. Because this machine guns are doing a lot of damage. Like, they barely hit me on the horse, and then all of a sudden, I am immediately killed off of it from a few shots to the back. Oh. I see we have one of the specially built individuals. Damn. Damn. Damn.
Still gonna win though.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
That in itself is amazing.
There we go.
Oh, our gun. Nice. Shotgun map.
Yay. Some more Automatico then.
Somebody's name is the Germerican.
Oh yeah, killed the guy. Then go to another server if you don't want to play your gun. That's simple.
Too bad. Auto revolver. Oof.
It was. Let's recheck. Nothing wrong. One. Okay, the factory.
It doesn't help where some of the things are just like, hey, here's 3 different versions of the same gun. We need you to use the 4th one. What?
We have taken objective Edward. We have taken objective Duff.
Oh. One of our guys is on an artillery piece. His name is Captain Camper.
And he's in our squad as well. Sure.
If he's gonna camp on an artillery piece, that's kind of his job.
Yep. Somebody did an artillery charge on me, but he burned to death before he could actually connect.
Nice. Well, that's a lot of people. Ah! Switch to a gun that was empty.
Of course.
What?
Guy got the kill.
Ah.
Throw grenades, for fuck's sake, throw grenades. Ah, there we go. If you know the maps well enough, then you can know where you can throw your grenades over a hill.
Yeah.
You know where to land in the hole. Well, in the corridor.
Lovely. Ooh, they're capping D. Oh, they're in the bunker on D. Or they were.
Holy shit,
We
I
are
actually
losing
made it onto
objective
B.
Cool.
And the entire thing's locked. Figures.
I've got the universal opener.
Or the other guy opened it, or other teammates with the TNT. But all the shells are still there, so if those go boom, not good. And all the other ones are
We
locked
have
over
lost
here,
objective
so
Edward.
Wir haben ein Ziel verloren.
We have taken objective butter.
Oh!
too bad we're already gonna lose it instantly though.
I didn't know you were down because I thought you were behind me. I look around, there's just some guy shooting me. It's like, oh!
Oh no, I blew up. You were still there with three
We have
guys.
taken objective Duff.
I mean, if we toss a big enough explosive in there, it might take them all out. Case in point.
So, that was all for nothing.
We have taken objective Edward.
Well, there's a lot of people over there.
Granate raus! Ich werfe eine Granate! Vorsicht!
I wouldn't be surprised if their top one guy is a hacker, because he's 28 and 2. That's a bit sus, if you ask me.
Yeah, especially for an assault.
Indeed. I don't think so.
I thought some guy's name is Karl Marx Gaming. I thought it was Karl Marxman, and I thought that was going to be an absolutely hilarious pun. But I was wrong.
Oh, for fuck's sake. A shotgun from that range? I don't think so.
Hmm.
Nice, the master flank again. He's now the door already open.
That man just ran onto a explosive. outside the door. To your right.
Yep. Come on, running.
I'll try. Oh, there he is.
Go.
We have lost objective Edward.
What?
Only the rest of our squad would spawn on us.
Ah. Cannon.
Full automatico magazine and he didn't die. Yeah, right.
Yeah. They're capping.
Only the rest of our worthless squad would have spawned on us there. Got you that time, prick.
Yeah, there's 3 of them in the basement of A.
We have taken objective Edward.
Oh, I got Jaeger switch. A possible hacker. That's enough serial killer breathing.
Yep, that guy is 40 and 4. He definitely hacked.
Yeah. Slayer of boogers? What? It's a interesting statement.
That rocket. Oh, I killed the flamethrower with a rocket gun. I knew he was there, was just waiting for him. Yeah, it felt very satisfying.
Oh, yes.
That virus guy is probably gonna hate me already. That's like the 5th time I shot him.
Hmm.
Or blew up. Reminds me of back when oh, what was the game was again? Medal of Honor Airborne, I think it was.
Ooh, that's an
Played
old
some Oh yeah. So it's been some years, but I was playing the multiplayer on that, and every time I ran into the same guy. Oh. And he kept looking up for me to kill me, so he was getting more pissed and pissed through this aim up, I think. And I kept shooting and shooting him. Oh.
I recently saw that both of the new Wolfensteins are on sale on Epic, for like $5 a piece.
Oh yes, I have them all. Didn't bother with the last one though. Wasn't that good?
Oh, what's it called? New Blood, Old Blood, something blood. I know there's blood
yeah,
involved.
Yeah, when you play as kids now. But the New Order one and the Colossus and the prequel to New Order.
Halfway
That's
there,
how
the
it's called.
enemy has the upper hand.
Those ones were pretty good.
We have lost
consider it.
objective Edward.
hopefully in the next couple of weeks they'll finally get my FS dagger into stock from the place I ordered it from, because I had to pre-order it. Taken several months to get that one.
Oh yeah.
And I think I have another excuse me, another 1 to 2 weeks before they actually have my order for Dune, the Dune Saga, so I can finally get back into reading something I actually want to read, rather than what I pick up from the dollar store, which is kind of okay. Why did I keep getting E?
We are losing
Because our
objective
guys
Duff.
were that good, they would actually do that with A.
Yeah.
They're losing our last point also. Great. That's saying something.
Actually, might be another thing I should just invest in. Oh, come on. I think I have one more slot for a SSD hard drive. I can probably should get another terabyte one so that I have an extra drive for games and stuff.
Oh yeah, I have 2 tera
Yeah.
in total.
Oh, that's cute. I've got, I think it's 2 terabyte SSDs, terabyte a piece, and 2 regular state drive. Regular state drive that is 2 terabyte. So I keep the 2 tera for like my general, like save images, save my works, save stuff for D&D, and then I've got stuff specifically for games. But if I want something else, I'm always so very paranoid about not having enough space. And I haven't even touched my other SSD yet, but
Yeah.
I know just how quickly it can fill up, because this one's filling up really fast.
Well, I can put more in it, I know that. Just don't know how to put it in myself.
So you're gonna need, I forget the exact name of the cable. They're really cheap.
Our armored
You should
train
have an
has
area, should be about the size of like a deck of playing cards, because that's about how big my SSDs are. And you'll be able to connect them pretty easily. It's a couple of plug locations. You have not an idea, but like a diagram of your motherboard. We're taking no of that.
I'll probably find it though.
So there's gonna be a couple of little slots. They'll generally be around the edge of the board. And those would be where you'll connect your SATA cables. That's what they're called. It's just the things that take the information from your hard drive to the actual brains of the PC itself. Like, legitimately, if I can do it, you certainly can. There's a bunch of great resources online. I don't know if they'll be in Flemish, but there's a lot of them in English that will make the whole process a hell of a lot easier.
Oh yeah, the thing with me is just that I don't want to screw anything up in there.
There is that, but a lot of it's really not that, like, I wouldn't say hard. It's hard to screw up. Somebody's on fire. Yes. Yes. Oh, I got 2 people with it. What?
Fucking too bad they aren't pushing on seat with the train though.
Somebody said banish him to the Shadow Realm.
Eh.
No,
Yeah, I think I saw somebody with a axe like firing through the map.
Mm. There's also another thing that said Thomas the Tank Engine sure changed.
Probably should look for another server then.
Yeah.
Oh, 65 and 9, damn.
Yeah. Let's just pull out.
Ugh.
Ugh. Alright.
Say we have that on Oregon too.
Yeah. But I'd rather play a horrible game clean than a great game dirty.
Indeed.
Unless it's the game of life, because you can only play it dirty. Oh, there's your server. We'll be on Europe now. Official EU.
Oh, I'm backing out. Just killed the flame trooper at the last second.
Perfect send-off.
Elles ont transformé les
Indeed.
routes en bourbiers.
En regagnant ces endroits, nous avons constaté que des villages
We're in the poppy fields. I think the game just ended, so we're going to be in something else.
Gestern habe ich ihn
In Quentin
gesehen,
Scar.
diesen Artillerieoffizier, den sie Durchbruchmüller nennen.
Yeah.
Er ist hier, um die Sinfonie
Which is-
unserer
if I remember, that's not
10.000
a
Geschütze
much
zu
of a bad
dirigieren,
map, is it?
die in nur 5 Stunden...
Oh, no,
3
for sure not. Not going assault on this.
Can I get a tank? That's the question.
Ah, yes. Almost everything is done as assault. Well, let's go medic with better off, why not? No, I fucking hate that if you press the button too long, it just jumps back into the tank straight away.
Yes. Yeah. Da-da-da-da.
How the fuck?
Question mark?
Yeah, is that another hacker?
Hmm?
Because he beamed me and that other guy in an instant.
Oh, hack it out. Quirkiest
Kannst
turtle.
dich wieder zusammenflecken? Ich krieg dich wieder hin.
Dirt eater. Was it Verb Piotr?
Possibly he's using an SMG and 8. A 0-8.
He got me with a what's it called?
Yeah,
One of
that's
those Luger carbines.
Du bist verletzt. Ich kann dir helfen. Erste
Wrong
Hilfe.
button.
Nimm schon.
It's so entertaining to see the whirl of the grenades as you toss them, especially the sticks.
Yep.
Ich helfe dir. Hier, erste Hilfe.
Buy a mortar again. I like how when we did the challenges, you have to hit people 3 times. Before they die, they hit you once. Oh, you're done.
Soll ich deine Wunden
There you go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
least
At least I threw my grenades.
At least you also got the
I-
sector.
Indeed. I just killed handicapped donkey.
Oh my god, that name though.
Yep, indeed.
Tactical advantage. Destroy the windmill. Season 1.
We have taken objective butter.
Swipe the squad.
And that's a challenge done. 10 different squad mates.
Oh, he got me. Wait, no, that's their tank. Okay.
We have taken objective apples.
Hey.
Clear the sector from enemy presence. We have secured the sector.
Yep, they definitely attack our legend warrior. He killed me with an LMG all the way from the back of the map through half the mountain.
Oh, lame. Doesn't really seem to be helping them all that much though. Legend warrior. He's keeping it pretty on the down low. He's only 3 and 4 right now.
I know, but he killed me all the way from A
Yeah.
with an LMG when I was on the windmill, so
Wasn't an optical, was it?
tell us stop it, but still, he couldn't see me from there because I was standing all the way in the back. Because when it zoomed out, you could even see it was literally through the ground that it went.
Yeah. It's terrible. I think they'd develop a pretty decent anti-cheat
We
by
are
now.
losing objective apples.
But alas.
Origin or EA actually doing something beneficial, I know. I dream too much.
Yeah, shame you don't have. Oh no,
We have
wait,
lost
you have
objective
it.
apples.
I'll have to have that.
Anti-cheat?
War Thunder uses that. Yeah.
Yeah, Glowplexes use the anti-cheat.
Yeah, usually the games who have those. It isn't too bad, I have to say.
Yeah. I know
Serious checker then.
when Jax doesn't like using the anti-cheat because it just messes up his PC. Every time he uses it, it causes his War Thunder to crash.
Yes. I had to use something, I have to remove something to my computer. for the coloring it was, because it thought I was using anti-cheat because it couldn't recognize it in the system. It was annoying.
We have taken objective apples.
Ah. I was watching a World War II counter T-34 video for German tactics. And I love that one of the tools that was absolutely necessary was an axe to cut open the radiator vents and to be able to toss something into the engine in order to choke it or blow it up. Welcome, Private. Here, take this axe. I want you to go kill that tank. I'm sorry, what? I can see isn't that bad. It's jumped to 174, but we're roughly at 140. That's certainly not a completely debilitating amount. Next hacker? What? Let's jump in with our pilot boy and then paratroop our way in. Oh, I'm getting full on.
Want to know something ironic? I still don't know how you spot things on the map in War Thunder.
Same. I used to. There used to be a button if your PC. What? Why is my ping suddenly 600 something?
Ooh, yeah. Of downloading in the back?
I already completed a download that I didn't know was going, so what in the hell? All that stuff is paused. I closed those. Alright, looks like it's evened out a little bit. There we go. It probably was something on Epic that was,
We have taken the sector.
that was going on in the background because I still had the Epic Games launcher
Clear the
launched.
sector from enemy presence.
And once I closed that, everything kind of calmed its tits. I find it strangely adorable that the early problem-solving aspects of we need to be able to fire on other people in the planes was let's loop a bunch of pistols together and have them fire in tandem.
Yep.
I mean, we laugh at that now, but it's like it's kind of an ingenious solution. Not the
Indeed.
best, but it's like we work with what we got.
That's something like the auto rifles that we used in the game. They were used in very limited numbers in air combat in the early war before the machine guns. But they were too complex for the trenches, but in the planes, yeah, no problem.
Objective Charlie.
Nice. I deployed a mine before they backed up over me, and then it destroyed it. Ow!
Oh no! What is this?
What?
Somehow I put my feather off on single shot.
Oh, probably hit probably fourth button, bottom row. Oh my god.
Ah yes, indeed. Oh. First I thought I was out of ammo, it was just one shot, ping! I was like, wait, what?
Bang. Bad.
Time I even noticed that they can put it on single shot. Ha!
We have taken objective
It's
butter.
like, oh,
Ironic.
this can be auto.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Nah.
King Sentry and he's running away from one guy.
We have
For
taken
fuck's sake.
objective apples.
Thought that door was somebody. Oh, son of a bitch.
Just spawned on you, damn it.
Ah.
Too bad.
Yeah.
There we go. Get grenaded.
Good son.
Like that, everybody was running in through like each grenade through the same window. So
Ooh, squad
that
away.
guy was fucked either way.
Ooh,
Clear the
17 more
sector
kills
of
with the
enemy
shotgun
presence.
before I'm done with the challenge.
Hey. Yeah,
We
this is
have
one of the
secured
most
the
horrible shotguns in the game. This one.
Feindliches Flugzeug gesichtet.
I think this is out of the range of it. Come on, fly closer. It's definitely out of the range. It's exploding halfway through.
The final objective is within our
Hooray.
reach.
Panda on our side might be hacking as well. 88 to 10.
Ah yes, indeed.
Hacker v hacker.
Might explain why the first attacks went so
Easily? Yeah.
Yeah.
Taken objective butter.
The incendiary grenades are so damn useful. I like them more than the regular grenades.
You remember how we used to hold them here to break them
Fine
once
work,
we
men.
attack?
With the
Yeah.
iron fist
And
of the
now we
great
took it
Kaiser,
like-
we have smashed their defenses. Now onwards. Let us march to Amiens and bring an end to this war.
The initial attacks in the Kaiserschlacht
It really is
campaign
just about tactics a
successfully
lot of the
broke
time.
through the British lines,
Yep.
forcing its armies back towards the
It's
city
because
of
we pushed
Amiens.
for B
This
first.
vital railway junction connecting all Allied troops across
Because everybody
France
usually
was
goes to A,
Germany's
but
true
B is the one
objective.
that is a hard one once you capture A first.
Yeah. It's a little bit
This is a good close quarters map for your shotgun.
yeah.
Liebste Schwester,
Dooful.
es heißt, der Kaiser habe den Kindern angesichts unseres ruhmreichen Sieges einen Tag schulfrei gegeben. Ich weiß, meine Neffen hätten lieber etwas zu essen. Wir sind hier auf verlassene Lager der Briten gestoßen, die von Vorräten überquellen. Wir essen unsere Kriegsbeute buchstäblich auf. Es gibt Brot, Eier und Bier. Sobald wir Amir
Ah,
genommen
yeah.
haben,
I'm guessing that is eggs,
Win this
which I
war,
find very
Amiens
interesting since egg in Russian is яйца.
Ah.
Яйца.
Where it's just a.
Eh.
A.
Okay.
Yep.
It's weird how egg is kind of roughly the same throughout most of the places.
Yep.
What is it? Eh. They have a train already? What?
Oh, I think because we whipped their asses the last round. And we were still on the first attack, so.
Well,
Ironically, the way we say milk over here is not that much different from English. It's only one letter different. The rest is the same.
it is.
Yep. Over here it's milk. It's an
Malk.
E. Yep.
Malk.
We have taken the sector.
For Russian, it's
Clear
Moloko.
the sector from enemy presence.
Granate! Vorsicht jetzt!
Oh, imagine if they don't back their train
We
up
have secured the
soon enough, they're gonna lose it. Because it's behind enemy lines. Imagine that. And again, a very fast attack capture.
Panda's still
Oh
with
yeah,
us.
right. I was in conquest mode. I was sitting on what should be B in conquest, but we're playing operation, right?
Nah.
Wrong place.
Something's wrong here.
flame trooper
Yes.
kit is available.
I'm
near
having a
your
bunch of
location.
connections. What the hell? I will check something very quickly.
Sure.
No downloads going. Nothing weird with that. Alright. Strange. Of course, this has been happening like,
Ah,
all
the tank
week.
got me.
Things, how the
good
internet's
thing.
been up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah. At least it's not too bad. It's not a full disconnect like it's been a couple of days ago. Although I have been enjoying being able to watch stuff in the evening on YouTube. So I might, after I get back, modify my stream schedule to actually be able to do that again. Helps me wind down a little bit better.
Yes. We do that first thing when I get home, because my cat comes on the lap dancing for a good hour. Then I can get on the computer then.
Get back here!
We have taken objective Alpha.
I will teabag. Save my life. Nope.
I'm on the way.
That's okay.
Oh, your corpse is still burning.
Yeah, I am too hot.
Still like, how it is like, oh yeah, let's put some morphine in it. Yeah, that puts the fire out.
Hey, it's better than the Russian method.
Oh yeah, you already have seen the Russian revive and how that looks. Oh, still found that so hilarious though. Just, well, wave with his hands, just tap them on the shoulder and, well, up you go.
Yeah.
Vorsicht, Jungs, ich werfe eine Granate!
Wait. Ooh. Oh, that's a tank. He's to the right hand side. He's dead. Oof. Now you're dead. Unfortunate.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Oh, thank goodness.
Granate raus!
Worth it. I got 3 people with anti-tank grenade
We have taken objective apples.
and a tank. And myself.
A sentry kit is available near your location.
Hopefully, what I gather from chat, there's an admin that's going to be helping out with the.
We are losing objective apples.
Yeah, interesting. I will see if I can reconnect. Huh. We can jump over to Charlie's server and use her voice chat. I will be in one of the RS ones. RS6.
There you go. That was very weird, that.
It looked like my whole server had gone down because the entire thing had an exclamation point over it that I couldn't even access it. Which to me is concerning because stuff like that happens with bans, but I don't think I did anything bannable. I just might have just had a technical difficulty.
I think so, because I got disconnected from general. I was able to reconnect now. But that was very weird.
Yeah, yeah, it's back. That's interesting.
Yeah, I could hear this weird sound, like yo-yo when you get disconnected.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a hiccup on Discord itself?
I think so, because it's back and I can see all the things in there.
Indeed, I was able to reconnect in general already, so... I don't know, maybe... It did happen before in the past, didn't it? A long time ago. Maybe we were on Charlie's stream, I remember?
Yeah. But hers was still up, but she couldn't hear us or like, connect.
I guess we had to use freaking Steam.
It's either Steam or like... I think they had to use bunnies for a while. Oh, grenade. Latency's pretty decent. Somebody comes in and just like, what are you doing here? And so, well, now playing R6.
Objective butter.
What do you want? What do you want to know, huh?
It's a memory, yo.
Yeah. At least the Discord's being used. That's a...
And ironically, I probably would do better on R6 since I have a way more better setup this time. With the PC and stuff and the screen.
Yeah, I tried a little bit for the new season. I did one thing, did make me mad. That's okay, but the likelihood of that changing is a lot higher the more I play.
I can't be bothered to reinstall it again.
It's just so inconveniently large. That's one of the reasons why I won't uninstall it. Oh, I got the flame trooper with the with the anti-tank grenade and 2 of his friends.
Brave soldiers. The British
Nice,
army is beaten,
GG.
and the German eagle is soaring over Europe. The
So
Allies
it's-
Yeah,
will
that
surely
panda.
now beg for peace.
That
With
panda
our
guy is a
great
hacker.
leaders
He's already
dictating all
53 and
conditions.
5 in that short round.
Hmm.
With Germany
Yeah.
now controlling the vital railway hub of Amiens,
Either
the
way,
Allied armies in France would
R6.
have been divided.
I think I
And
want
if
to.
Paris were to
I'm
fall,
gonna try
the
Ground Branch because
surrender
it
of
seems to be a
France
little
would
more
likely follow.
realistic.
In this
and a few other
situation,
things.
Britain would have no choice but to seek a truce while they planned their new strategy. This
There's a lot of like indie
situation would
games that are
surely
better than
impact
the AAA's
outcome
because
the
of
war.
the quality just going down. Don't know why. Well,
Yeah.
I can guess as to why, but it's like I hope
Look at Subnautica.
I
A
do. Have,
little indie developer and one hell of a game.
I really should play that. There's so many games I should download and play, but it's just like
Also, those games aren't too big, which is also, again,
Oh.
very interesting.
It's very nice. It's actually amazing how much people used to get on old games with such little memory. Oh,
Hey, best squad.
like for example, like the Mario games. What is it? Probably a couple 100 megabytes, if that, for the original Game Boys.
I believe the original Half-Life is only like 1.5 gigs, if that.
I remember when it was used to be considered quite strange and outlandish to have multiple CDs to best explosive kills. Multiple CDs to have a game installed, like The Sims, or I think it was Gears of War was one of the first ones to have like 2 to 3 discs you needed to have to put it on your console.
Metal Gear Solid 1.
Ooh. And now we have ones that probably would fit most of the old gaming libraries onto a single game with the amount of memory they require. It's like,
I still remember you had to put down in the certain floppy disk before you could even start Windows on the computer.
oh man, that reminds me of some of the first Microsoft games. It had like some of the classic arcade games, and they came on 3
Von
floppy
unserem Fenster im
disks.
Chateau sehen wir, wie sich ihre Panzer sammeln und im Licht der Dämmerung vorrücken. Mit ihren riesigen Faschinen wirken sie noch mehr wie monströse prähistorische Tiere, die bereit sind, Mensch und Material gleichermaßen zu verschlingen. Was ist nur aus der Menschheit geworden, wenn sie nur noch etwas erschafft, um zu zerstören?
I think I
Bald ist
remember
es vorbei,
Charlie
sagen
playing on
sie,
this
ja.
back when Battlefield 1
Nach
was
einem
first coming
Blutbad
out.
aus Fleisch und Stahl.
Yeah, this was one of the first DLCs. This one.
Our salient.
I remember.
Oh, we're defending. Okay. Wags Kane. Back in my day.
Ah, the music. Ah.
He knew I was gonna do it. Oh.
Before. Oh yeah, I forgot you have kind of a tree house in this map. Looking at it.
I was surprised to learn that most of the artillery in the Beyond the Wire is actually made for direct fire.
Oh yeah.
Aha! Disabled your weapon.
Yeah, and how would it be if you had like the siege cannons that you have on these maps, on the French ones?
I know there's a couple. I know when I was checking out Beyond Postscriptum, they had a number of.
Granatfest raus, vor uns, Hub!
You were given the dope, the ranges for some of the heavy mortars, the in-place mortars, so that you'd actually have to calculate how far out they'd go. And I'm like, I want to play this.
Ah, yes. Just like the ones in Hell Let Loose, you have a special calculator for that.
Keep forgetting you're not squad lead. Eh?
We have lost objective apples.
Oh, they have too many tanks on this.
The other one, yeah. Oh, yes! They ran over one of my mines. Oh, I'm about to get sniped. God damn you, heavy tank. I will be looking forward to getting back into Rust once I get back, because I'm especially going to be gone for half the wipe. It's like, why start up anything when I'm not going to be there?
Are we gonna be anywhere if I have a base and a home? Probably gonna be a lot more on it then, once I have that.
Yeah.
We've lost objective button.
It takes a little bit to get started, and it doesn't look like there's been any blueprint wipes on Chirac, so it's gonna be interesting. I like how it's just been back and forth. They capture A, we just capture A back, and they're capturing B.
Divide and conquer.
Ich werfe Granate. Vorsicht, Jungs!
Nah. We traded. He shoots me with an artillery gun.
We are
Nice.
losing objective apples.
Oh, what you get? Hmm.
Missed the tank.
Oh, there's
Smoked up.
There's a lot of them over there.
Ich werfe Granate.
Use the MP18 optical. Need to get some headshots for that still for an assignment.
Yeah.
But the Automatico is not that interesting for this map.
They're gonna be going to A first.
Yep.
A lot of these mines down.
And I got killed by a tank straight away. And a very weird angle again too.
Ascendant AO is really good with that LMG that he has, but it is the low weight MG14/17. So it might be a little bit more legitimate, but it's already 12 and 6. Very plausible. Very plausible.
Return to the combat area.
Surprised by that.
But
Return to the combat
Big
area.
hell already.
Kämpfe runter! Granate raus!
is changing your dog tag something you have to do on Origins website for BF1?
Do you mean actually your dog tags, or do you mean like the emblem that I have on my shoulder, custom made?
The little circles.
It's actually the dog tags themselves.
We are
That you
losing
can do in the
objective
menu when you go with the dog tags.
Okay.
But if you want like the custom emblem on your shoulder like I am and stuff,
Mm.
that's through the site itself.
Okay. Because I was looking for it. Because I know I've earned some, but I haven't found any. So I just
We
have
have
these
taken
very
objective
plain
butter.
brass discs. Or copper discs.
Oh yes, no, just the dot X in the menu like the soldier and stuff.
Mhm.
And then you can select those that you want to show, the back and the front.
Nice.
We are losing objective butter.
Protect the butter.
Butter and oil is maslo in Russian. Oh, there's a machine gun here? Yo.
We have lost objective apples.
Those poor guys. Oh, I see
Wonder
the,
everybody is on B. What?
I
You
saw
need 1
the,
point?
I see the treehouse you're talking about. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's near our first point. Would be surprised how many people miss it. Ah, land shipping coming. Wreck disabled. Finish them off, people. Finish them off.
Ah, he managed to arty me. Nice. Gotta get back on
Half
B.
of the enemy forces are gone.
Oh, wow. And he's already fully repaired, so you're fucking kidding me. Took him down to half health.
What? Oh, someone was up there.
We have lost objective butter.
What the- Oh, there's the plane. I'm being shot from somewhere. I was like, where is it? Oh, tank coming up from the south.
For fuck's sake. You have 2 tanks. Was the wrong one that was
We are
more
losing
damage.
objective apples.
Let's see. How much more? Automatic. Alright. Oh, what the? Lovely. Oh, we have a new squad lead.
Because there are so many fucking tanks.
Yeah. It's so, that's... Oh, it's because they probably get 1 or
We
2
have
from
lost
each.
objective apples.
Well, it's because it's, well, in the real battle of Swansea, yet an overwhelming things like tanks, but just attack. we're taking B again. Fucking camping in the building already again. Ah, there you go.
We have
Nice.
taken objective butter.
I see a pattern here.
Granate raus! Ich werf eine Granate, aufpassen!
Oh, now we're taking A back as well at the same time.
Sir, get back here.
We have lost objective butter.
Great, Manic ran over me and just went the other way.
We have taken
Yeah.
objective apples.
Yeah.
Fucking lazy dickhead.
Soup. Oop.
And got kill guy tank when I spawned in. Nice.
Them being lazy dickheads requires they actually know what they're doing.
We are losing objective apples.
Oh, I need 50 more headshots.
I think somebody's mad that I shot him with a shotgun. He's a shotgun noob. I don't think anyone else is using a shotgun on the map.
50 attackers remain.
Listen, bro. I'm doing a challenge. You can go hang.
Schick ihm eine Granate!
I don't think we're gonna get that. Oh, frickin' course. The gun's not only empty, but I get flanked immediately. Neat. We actually have an actual defensive line going here. What?
Yep, surprisingly, we do. Oh! A freaking AT gun them at point blank range.
Oh my god, I just sent a 75mm shell right before somebody's kneecaps. And now I've shot a little too much, too short,
We are
and it doesn't
losing
hit them.
objective apples. Twenty attackers remain. We have lost objective apples.
Oh. 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 It's just a matter of time now.
Yep. Oh, for fuck's sake, because of that stupid tank here.
Ich werf eine Granate!
I got vehicle disabled. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I damaged the tank a little bit.
Really, that's some fucking bullshit. They're on 0. That's bullshit.
We have lost the
That
sector.
is. That is.
Retreat to the next sector.
And suddenly they got 64 reinforcements out of nothing. Some
Yeah.
serious bullshit, that. Oh,
Uh,
even more, wow.
That makes
Fucking
me.
bullshit, that.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Vorsicht! Das sieht nicht gut aus!
All because of their fucking 1 million tanks that they got. And now they're OP flames again too.
Return to the combat
Oh,
area.
crap. Swimming in all this gear should not be this easy. Live an artillery track. What?
I remember why most YouTubers said back in the day that these operations sucked on the French maps.
Hmm. Oh.
We are losing objective butter.
Do 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 ba da 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 da. Ah. Oh, there's 5 more
50
anti-tank
attackers
kills,
remain.
or anti-tank 1 kills.
We have lost objective apples.
Nice. Got that. The rest of the team support me trying to defend A from the inside. Oh no, wait, it didn't.
What the? Okay. Get burned by invisible fire, and then beaten to death with a stick. Lovely.
We have lost objective butter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We have lost the sector. Retreat to the next sector.
Oh, hello, attack plane. That was my ass. I don't know you.
You shouldn't have, because you already lost at the two previous objectives, but okay.
Return to the combat area. Return to the combat area.
Okay.
The enemy has reached the final objective. The attackers remain.
Of course, the stupid tanks again.
I took out one of the tanks.
Or do you have all the better angles as well?
Hmm.
Granate!
Yes.
There we go, got the last kill on that.
In the
Good
wise
job
words of
holding
Red
the
vs. Blue.
defenses,
Suck
men.
it, Blue!
Their advance has been crippled. Now gird yourselves, for they will come again.
Still bullshit, I say, cause we stopped them at the fucking second sector when they were on 0, so fucking bullshit this.
Yeah.
The enemy is being reinforced with a behemoth.
Yeah, which was developed after World War One. Very realistic, again.
You mean the super heavy tank?
Yep.
Like I said, this looks just like a regular tank.
They had those in the 20s. The French wished they had this in World War One. Barely had any decent tanks then. Or they got all the other tanks with them too. And the artillery truck in the back of the camp. Map camping away.
Objective butter.
Yep.
We have lost objective butter.
I put mine in the wrong spot. Oh, yo, we have one of those giant artillery pieces.
Hey.
And the guy actually seems kind of confident with it.
And again, the artillery truck in the back of the map. Fucking coward.
Oh, come on. Alright. That land ship's getting wrecked, though. Dynamite. Probably should have chose rocket gun for this. At least our teammates are using our emplacements.
Vorsicht, Jungs, ich werfe eine Granate!
Go.
Ich werfe eine Granate! Vorsicht jetzt!
There we go, squad assist. Can this kill? Oh, careful, I think he's gonna do the big explosion.
Oh,
That's what I meant.
yep. I wanted to make sure I tossed another TNT on it.
Yeah, your body landed next to me.
And you didn't revive me, JK. Nah. There's nothing coming back from that one. Oh, darn, our artillery piece is down. Damn.
We are losing objective
Ah.
apples.
Hello, land ship. How are you?
fucking flame, really?
I would have laughed so hard if I got that with a shotgun. Why is this telling me to hold that to switch
And
driver's
for
position?
the fucking flame.
Oh, hello. Oof. Now, the reason why it's covering B is because there's too many AA guns on A. The people are legitimately using it.
We are losing objective apples.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, hit.
Of course, got sniped while getting stuck on a fucking little piece of rock.
Short. What? Okay. It
And
looks
I
like
got-
I'm hitting a land ship, but it's not doing anything. That's not too short.
Camping fucker.
Where is he? Estimate?
He was somewhere here. Found the trench. Ah, there we go. Found them.
Nice.
There we go. He's dead.
Gotta go. It's... the get in and out mechanism way too sensitive.
Indeed. And again, telescopic. Oh no, they got him. Nice.
Melde feindlichen Sturmsoldaten.
Remember quickly, for War Thunder to call attention to things on the map, you open up the map and you click on it. The mouse.
You found the map button then.
I think it's M, which is a far right button on the keyboard for the punctuation.
Oh yeah, no, that's with most games, but when I clicked on it, it didn't open anything, so might need to recheck that.
Maybe tab? What's another popular one?
Half of the enemy forces are gone.
Yeah, they should have been gone earlier.
Yeah?
We got a whole new army up in this bitch.
Oh, they have a light tank. How the fuck did he got behind us?
Who? The Alex Brown or the other guy?
The Major Legend.
Interesting.
An anti-vehicle kit is available near your location.
How the fuck is that losing?
We have lost objective apples.
Magically they're all on it now. Oh, we're taking B back. Oh, fucking beautiful. Get fucked, fuckers.
Nice.
Oh, but he got the tank incoming at B though. Ugh. Yep. Wow, yeah. If we had 5 tanks, oh yeah. But we could win this too. Very fair.
Hmm. That is
Our defenses have been lost.
completely and
Good
ugly
men, brave
bullcrap.
men, loyal men have fallen,
Yep.
but not
Didn't
in
we?
vain.
We trounced them halfway
Let us
through.
retreat to the Ain River.
Yep, and the second
There, we
sector.
shall make our stand.
You can stand alone. I'm not
After the
playing on this
Germans left
shitty.
Soissons, they retreated
Yeah,
back
I'm
to
a-
where
I'm
they
a-
launched the Great
I'm a
Spring
pull out.
Offensive of 1918 at the abandoned battlefields by the
Ugh,
Envel
not after
rivers.
that
The
bullshit.
French were now in the
Yeah, that was like, oh,
Yep.
you're winning. We'll tip the scales and say you're not.
Yep, and give them 80 guys more of reinforcements just out of nowhere.
That's a
Oh, check with soldier and with
yeah. All right.
dog tags all the way to the bottom.
Ribbons. Class. Game mode. Combat. Squad. Medals.
With a
Ooh.
soldier and then scroll all the way down.
Oh, there's another thing. Okay. Damn. Now I feel dumb. Yeah, man.
Actually, I have fun for doing the challenge in the open beta.
Nice. I like the
Oh, so many years ago now.
front side. Where's the rear side?
The back. On the top, it should say front and back.
There we go. It's classes, weapons. Nice, alright. Let's see if we can find a little bit more amicable server. We just got out of that one from Conquest Soissons. That's mixed official. Oh, this is just Conquest. This isn't Operations. There's probably going to be a hacker in this because there's a lot of people missing.
Well, guess we will see soon enough.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
Either that people just don't like Soissons.
On Conquest it isn't too bad in my humble opinion. Don't see anything suspicious on the kill. Just that they got almost every point.
Hmm. Okay. It's not too bad.
Based on down. Oh no, more medic. I need to do the medic challenges. For going against the specialization.
Latency's
Oh, I
super
hate
high.
it. Jump out tank, go straight into tank.
Yeah.
That's so freaking sensitive.
Yeah. I hear there's a lot of hacking and doxing going on in Titanfall 2. So I just like, I want to play the game. I want to play the multiplayer. But it doesn't seem like it's just worth it anymore. All the problems are
Oh
going on.
yeah, that was so good fun back in the day.
objective apples.
Was that an enemy? I think that was an enemy. Hello, Mark 5 land ship. How are you? I'm probably gonna parachute somebody in.
That's why so many people were gone, because this fucking team sucks already. I saw this backing off when I played on the PlayStation 2. Can't fucking hold a pointer save their lives.
It just means that we try to get our kills in.
We have taken objective Duff.
There. Lovely.
And the fucking bomber.
Oof. Come on, come on.
Wait a minute. Did I see that right?
Hmm. Oh, they have a trench raider too. Near. Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it's just a vehicle. I thought it was a siege gun on the map.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, wait, what's that? My disappointment is immeasurable. My day ruined.
Jump fucking off it! And he jumps on it again. Fuck's sakes. Otherwise I would have been in sea and full cover. Now, oh, all the way to the houses. Next to a fucking tank. Fucking oversensitive crap.
Oh.
We have taken objective apples.
And they have a mini tank camping on sea.
Nice.
We have lost objective Duff.
Ooh, they have the fucking anti-tank guy. Do the banana short!
Ah. How's your ping doing? You're at 34. Mine seems to be jumping up a little higher than normal.
It's just a fucking stupid bot mechanic.
Mm.
That works on PlayStation 2 when you wanted to. And he should fucking swing he charges, and when he has to charge, he fucking swings the fucking thing.
Ah, ran me over. That's unfortunate. Come on, go forward, go forward, go forward. You want to. You know you want to. There's no landmine there. Come on.
I know some people like to, oh for fuck's sakes, fucking retard, check for enemies before you revive. some servers fucking banned SMG.
Alright.
Oh, trying to kill their Stallone there.
There's
That's
like 3
brave.
of them on me. I'm actually impressed that we're holding A.
And just save the old holding the rest.
I'm looking on the positive side. We could have nothing. This is what I actually expect from these people.
Halfway there, the enemy
hi.
has the upper hand.
Oh, that's where he was.
We have a behemoth.
Up in the building. Okay.
Our behemoth has arrived.
At least these were things that were way balanced in Battlefield 5.
Oh, thank goodness we're actually moving. Ooh, hit by.
I got my horse, actually a medic that revives. Oh, 50 revives for something else. Ah.
I don't know
How
why I
about
got that one, because it suddenly told me I got 20 out of 20 kills for the 1870 Gasser, which I've had for a while now.
Oh yeah, sometimes the tree shows challenges that you already completed. Because earlier it showed me that I destroyed 5 boats, so that's a thing. How it comes that is a thing? Good question. But it's a thing.
It's a thing. Why? We don't know. "75 kills, Blanche. 15 out of 75. Oh, hello.
Why is everybody crawling into the same house?
They're not that bright.
That Lewis gun guy is a bit sus, cause that's the second time I got one-shotted by him.
Yeah.
With his freaking Lewis gun.
I believe he was the one getting me around that area as well. Because it's just like he seems to shoot from every conceivable corner of that house.
Oh, I should have checked his name. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Like getting a headshot once, yeah, that's pretty lucky. But twice in a row, I don't think so.
Quinn Busflestrin?
Yep.
Yeah, he's the one who has been interesting. Let's see if we can find him. He's got 29.6.
Yep, that's the one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why our team is getting wiped.
Oh. Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can see him. He's laying on the hill, and you can literally see it. Well, bye bye. That must full of hackers.
Yeah. I will die off this horse, and then
Yeah.
I shall join you.
That's the same hack he's using, like the guy in Argonne, because it looked just the same.
Yeah.
Don't think it was the same guy, but definitely the same hack.
Come.
Are you surprised he wasn't a floating gun?
Well, that gets him kicked a lot faster. Yep.
We have
Immediately kills me
lost
right
objective
off
butter.
of the horse. Oh, another one be open. Who knows? Server browser. Team deathmatch. Nope. Refresh again. That's Conquest. Tatsarin. 4 people down. Not too suspicious in regards to how many are off. It could just be that it's Tatsarin. Tatsaria. Oh, great. It's
Yeah.
on again.
Stalingrad. Or it was Stalingrad. Wait, that loads us in the same map. Oh no, the match was probably over. That's why people
Yeah.
were gone.
Yeah.
Oh, and again this map. Oh well. Let's see if there's a hacker in there or not. It's already enemies on B, what the fuck?
Yeah, they drove a car super fast. I saw them coming in when I was driving it toward B. They were hauling ass. Torn to shreds. Wow. That's a new one. I died on the barbed wire.
Ah.
Oh, good lord.
How the hell was he not that? Ah, nice. Our teammates picked up the trench raider, so he's knocking everybody down at B.
Nice.
And they almost have every fucking point, unbelievable.
have taken objective butter.
Horseman. Somewhere around here. Definitely not ours. That's one of our boys. Nice.
We have lost objective butter.
Sniper.
Alright, still no untoward amount of kills yet. Only one is 8-2 for level 6. Possible, but not guaranteed. Oh yeah,
Return to the combat
I
area.
just lanced a man. And I'm glitching out for some reason. Looks hilarious.
Allez, saute. Dépêche-toi.
Oof. I think somebody might be mad at me
We
because
have
I
lost objective Charlie.
skewered them. You still there, soldier?
Yeah.
Alright, just
Eating
making
some
sure.
snacks.
Snacks! Gotta make sure. We've already had one mess up with the comms tonight. Snacks always help.
Soldat ennemi en vue. Ce soldat, c'est un Bosch.
Objective Charlie.
Enemy cavalry? Enemy cavalry.
You sure that was a glitch? Sure, one of the French guys said stay down.
Yes, very French of them.
Hey! Vas-y!
We have lost objective Edward.
I'm just sitting with dull bear shotgun in the riverbed, waiting for somebody to pass. Very brave.
I should actually check to see. Has that been completed yet? No. We're almost there with the automatic.
Nice.
Oh, I'm 2 away.
We have taken objective Edward.
Yeah, they're totally in that riverbed. Is that our tank? It's not our tank. Ooh, good lord. Oh, it is our tank. Nice.
There we go, get the rat off sea.
Yeah, I think this is ours. No, it's not ours. There we go. Oh, it's somebody's little sniper thingy shield. No, that's not somebody, that's just a broken tree stump. Oh, okay. Two more.
Like how I clicked to spawn on C and it put me closer to B.
Right? It's like, oh, you can spawn on this one. Psych! Your spawns are nowhere near there, but we're gonna say it is.
Oh, actually shot President Obama.
We are losing objective Charlie.
Oh, that's interesting.
We have lost objective
It's
Edward.
amazing what people choose for their names in this game.
Yep.
We have taken objective apples.
Like how he put the first before 2.
Okay. So I just get like 1 tap with the Mars automatic. As my ass also decides it's going to consume a small sapling.
We have lost objective Charlie.
The other side of the wall.
Yeah.
We have taken objective Butter.
Oh, was that a grenade? I was shot Donut Trump.
Donut truck or donut trump?
Trump.
trunk. Oh, yes. One of the assignments down. Don't have to use this shotgun
We have
anymore.
lost objective Duff.
Hooray! Oh yeah, they're fucked. We have the trench raider on sea.
Ooh. Just nothing but angry clubbing.
Yep.
Oh great, now I can get the slug double barrel shotgun. Or I have the slug double barrel. What's this one?
Oh, how lots of people incoming from B. D. D.
Okay, so we're gonna put that back to the. What is it? Where's that? Hellfighter shotgun. There we go. I like the gasser. It's fun. Two horse.
Vamos.
Of course, now we're losing B and C.
We have
B
lost
not so
objective
fast, so not many people gonna be on there.
Charlie. Halfway there.
Oh, it's already
we have
cleared.
the upper hand.
Handy.
Yeah. Someone on the machine gun.
And a good amount of people are pushing up towards C
Yeah,
too.
there's a
so
bunch
that's
of
always
people
good.
on that on C. I'm counting like 8. I like the sword, but the lance is better for reach and just clearing out huge chunks of dudes.
Yeah.
Allons-y.
I'm surprised that they haven't took E back.
They're starting to take it now.
Ah, figures.
Ha! Ok. On aille.
I wouldn't follow you in there. Oh. Alright, now I gotta just get more. Which one is it? Alright, the factory. 50 kills with this. And 18. 20 headshots with the MP optical. It's gonna be a little hard.
Oh, I was working on that one. Only got to 6.
Because a lot of these weapons really aren't meant for precision. It's just like, yes, put as many into them as possible.
Yeah, very situational.
Okay. I think I'm gonna switch over to medic.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, we're taking E back. And also B.
Nice, rocket gunned. Lovely.
We have taken objective Edward.
Yeah, the planes are not intuitive in this game.
Allez. Ha! Au galop.
After this death, I'm going to step away for a little bit to see if I can get what I normally do now done early.
Okay.
No.
Whoa!
Man is burning himself to death trying to shoot me. Oh, that's right. I said I was gonna go away. Be right back.
Okay. Uh, uh,
All right. Ooh, did we win? Or is it foggy now?
They managed to lose almost every point. Fucking idiots. And the guy of our squad that's playing a tank is playing it like a fucking retard. He doesn't push up, just into the back.
Mm. Oh. This thing? I saw the man get turned to jelly. It legitimately does bother me when most of the people learn to fire machine guns with this game in order to fire it until it stops working. It's like, or you could just extend that by taking like a couple of second breaks. And you can lay an almost continuous line of fire down on them, which is much more devastating than like, one super long burst.
And again, a fucking artillery truck at the other side of the map. Fucking hate that.
Tank hunter? Oh, right, take up. Why is my ping 300 again?
Again, a fucking lazy medic.
Of course.
Is something downloading in the back again?
I keep checking it. It's just nothing. Unless it's like some sort of Windows update that I can't actually check. Because yeah, my ping's was up to 800 kilobytes, and usually we're at like
we have lost objective apples.
It's about 600.
No.
Sorry.
Nice, we flanked all the way in the back to capture their back points, and now they fucking lose A.
Oh, there's two people
Marvelous.
in there. Ah. Oh, there's a cavalry coming up.
Great! Got shot because another fucking deadass kept it spawn.
We are losing.
The crap. Really close though.
Une trousse de secours pour toi.
They only took A back.
We have lost objective Edward.
Oh, fucking forget now.
Husky Gag is at 5616.
Oh, that's why a fucking echo again.
Yeah. Want to pull out to another one, or you had it for today?
I think I had two today. Too many fucking hackers in a row.
Yeah. I was planning on possibly ending stream early so that I have a little bit of time before dinner. So this seems like a perfect spot to end. Thank you again, Soldier, for joining me on this painful display of what is Battlefield 1.
Thanks for having me.
And I'll catch you all later, more than likely tomorrow, as I will not be streaming tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the lurks. And I hope you all have a good rest of your evening and a good week. Bye!